You're about to learn my 5-step protocol that I use to destroy my visceral fat in a month. In a world of fake superfoods and weird drinks, it can be really overwhelming to understand how to actually get this done. But watch all the way to the end and I promise you'll have all the cheat codes you're looking for. Disclaimer, this video is not a science lesson like all these other videos from doctors and coaches about visceral fat online. I'm just going to tell you exactly what you need to know and what you need to do today to get it done. Real quick, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on what we're fighting against just so we understand our enemy. Visceral fat is stored around your organs, and yeah, while it contributes to a bigger belly, it also carries risks of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. But don't get scared because visceral fat is easier for the body to burn faster because it's more metabolically active. So unlike subcutaneous fat, which is the fat underneath your skin that you can pinch around your belly and your arms and stuff, your visceral fat is actually burned quicker than that. So what's visceral fat caused by? Well, it's just eating more than you burn and hormonal imbalances. So now that we know all of that, we're going to jump straight into the 5-step protocol and you're going to see exactly how we can destroy visceral fat in the next 30 days. Let's go, bro. Number 1, the Trinity Walk. Fix your insulin sensitivity and put yourself in a calorie deficit. I call it the 20-20-20 rule. As soon as you wake up, and please brush your teeth before you do this, lace up your shoes, go straight outside and take a 20-minute walk. It's just 10 minutes that way and 10 minutes back. This is going to regulate your cortisol, it's going to set your circadian rhythm so you're going to feel more energetic throughout the day and it's going to be easier to sleep later on. The next 20-minute walks we're going to take are just going to be after lunch and after dinner. So the reason we're doing it after eating is just to improve insulin sensitivity so that your carbs aren't stored as fat, they're used straight away by your leg muscles while you're walking around. It's especially powerful when you do this at night because now you can spend more time with your family, your friends, whoever you're with. You can go outside for a walk, or maybe you can listen to that podcast that you've been putting off this whole time, or audiobook, whatever that floats your boat, bro. And the thing is, you're going to be reducing those nighttime cravings as well because you've just done a positive habit towards your goals. And as I said before, a calorie deficit is super important, and this walking, it contributes to NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So once you get into doing Trinity walks every single day, you're going to be burning extra calories just for free and improve your mental health and regulate your hormones, so it's a win-win-win across the board, man. Step 2 of this protocol, the belly burner diet. Your body actually burns calories just by digesting food, but when the food is ultra processed and it's been stripped of all its fiber, and fiber is what makes things hard to digest and makes you actually burn more calories whilst digesting, the processed food has less of a thermic effect inside your body, so your body doesn't work that hard to digest it. That's why sometimes you eat a load of sweets and you feel a massive rush of energy and then a sudden dip. It's because it's a processed sugar. So the belly burner diet, for the love of your health and the love of your six-pack out there, you're going to review after doing this, just eat whole foods. The first switch I'd make is just make your main carb source, your default carb source, potatoes. They're super filling, they have low calories, and it's really hard to overeat them. Also, they're super versatile. You never get bored. Make wedgies, make fries, boil a potato, have a sweet potato. Mate, there's so many different ways. Mashed potato, bro, come on. Like, it's super easy to just eat potatoes every day. And if you want to make this work around any dietary restrictions, because everyone's situation is different, this won't work for everyone, literally just get in that description, 30-minute free call with me. Let's go through your situation and let's see how this can work for you, bro. Step number 3, the effortless deficit. What if I told you there's a button that you can press that makes the deficit so easy for you that you never have to worry about social dinners again, you save money, and you halve the time you spend cooking and cleaning in the kitchen? Would you press that button? Well, let's say you just pressed it. The button means you skip your breakfast every day. It's so easy to overeat when you eat all throughout the day and you're grazing. It's basically anti-deficit because you're giving yourself too many chances to F it up, basically. So what we're doing by skipping breakfast is quite literally saving our calorie budget up and spending more later per meal. Understand that. Your lunch and your dinner can be like twice the size if you skip breakfast and you skip those little snacks you have before lunch. And the reason this is such a no-brainer is because there's basically no downsides. You're going to go through 1 to 2 weeks of a little bit of hunger in the morning. Yes, that can be curbed by a little bit of caffeine, like black coffees or teas and some water. You just fast for the first 5 to 7 hours of the day. And then you get through the adaptation period and your body's going to be like, oh, we're not even hungry anymore. And now you just got that super sharp, fasted mind in the morning. You've packed all your calories for later on. It's an absolute no-brainer. Number 4, banning alcohol. There's a reason we can spot a beer drinker from a mile away. It's that beer belly. I love a good drink, you probably love one as well, but look, it lowers our inhibitions, man. We're gonna overeat some snacks, we're gonna have ice cream potentially after dinner when we're having a little sip with our dinners, bro. And the thing is, it's just excess calories. And when the liver's clearing alcohol and your body's working so hard to do that, fat loss and fat burning, your body's like, no, chill out, G. We've got this poisonous alcoholic substance inside ourselves and we're gonna try and burn fat while we clear that out. But your liver's like, nah, bro, It's not going to do it. You want extraordinary results, right? You want to get in the best shape of your life? Quit that shit. I'm not saying to quit it forever, just quit it while you get lean, please. And step 5, the final step of this protocol, is aesthetic minimalist training. Getting lean means nothing if you look like shit afterwards. You want to look like you just walked off a red carpet, off a film set. You don't want to look like a dehydrated, starved athlete, marathon runner with minimal muscle. You want to look good. You want to look full, you want to look hard, you want to have the right shapes, the V-taper for men and the hourglass for women. Here's how we're going to do it. We're only going to hit the gym for 2.5 hours a week. 3 gym sessions, 45 to 50 minutes every single session. You don't need more than that. And the reason why is because we're going to be focused on the muscles which build that aesthetic look. For men, it's the lats, the upper chest, the lateral delts, the biceps and the abs. For women, it's the quads, hamstrings, glutes, lateral delt and abs. These are the muscles that we're going to track the lift for. We're going to get stronger every single week, and all we're going to do is craft our training around that 3 times a week schedule, so you actually have time to spend with family, friends. The gym doesn't become your personality. You still get stronger, you still look good, you still feel amazing, and you're resting enough to make this actually happen. Because in a deficit, your body's only got so much resource for recovery. And with that, man, is the end of the video. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. I appreciate you watching this far. And now that you got every single bit of information that you need to get this done and exactly how to carry it out now, this is how you're going to destroy your visceral fat in the next 30 days. There's not a single person that carries out all 5 steps of those and doesn't get it done. But look, if you still feel like you need extra help and you want to actually apply this to your personal situation, I'll totally understand, because it's just a YouTube video. We can have a face-to-face chat. If you just book that 30-minute call down below, there's nothing to lose. The worst that's going to happen, you're going to learn more about your situation. You get to stare at this handsome face for 30 minutes. Guaranteed, you will learn more about yourself in this 30-minute call that I'm proposing to you than you will spending the next 30 hours watching YouTube. So get in that description, book in your call, and I'll see you there, man. Sweat or regret, I'm out.